A fun day at the zoo. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Emma who had a big passion for animals. She loved watching animal documentaries, reading books about them, and visiting zoos to learn more about her favorite animals. Emma had been asking her parents to take her to the zoo for weeks, and finally, her parents surprised her with a fun day out at the zoo. As they entered the zoo, Emma's eyes widened with excitement. She couldn't wait to see all the different animals and learn more about them. They started by visiting the primates section where they saw chimps, gorillas, and orangutans. Emma was fascinated by how similar they were to humans, and she enjoyed observing them closely, making funny faces with them, and mimicking their sounds. Next, they visited the big cats, where they saw lions, tigers, and cheetahs. Emma's heart raced as she watched them up close. She was amazed by their strength and agility, and she couldn't stop talking about them for the rest of the day. Afterward, they walked to the giraffe exhibit. Emma was excited to see these majestic creatures up close. She was amazed by their long necks, and she felt lucky to be able to feed them. She carefully held out the leaves and watched in amazement as the giraffe used its long tongue to gently take the food from her hand. Next, they went to the aquarium section where they saw all kinds of sea creatures. Emma was fascinated by the jellyfish, sea turtles, and colorful fish. She even got to touch a starfish, which felt squishy and slimy. As the day went on, Emma and her family took a break to have lunch and rest their feet. They sat under a big tree and enjoyed a picnic lunch while watching the birds fly by. Emma loved the food and enjoyed being outside surrounded by nature. After lunch, they went to the petting zoo section, where Emma got to hold a baby goat and a fluffy bunny. She also got to ride a pony, and it was her first time riding an animal. She felt nervous at first, but once she got on the pony, she felt happy and excited. As the day was coming to an end, Emma and her family went to the gift shop to get souvenirs. Emma chose a stuffed monkey that reminded her of the primates she had seen earlier that day. She also got a book about animals and a t-shirt with a picture of her favorite animal, the lion. On the way back home, Emma couldn't stop talking about all the fun she had at the zoo. She told her parents about all the animals she saw and the things she learned about them. She also talked about how much she loved spending time with her family and having a fun day out. As they got back home, Emma felt tired but happy. She took her new stuffed monkey to bed with her, and she dreamed of all the other animals she would see on her next visit to the zoo. The next weekend, Emma's parents surprised her with another visit to the zoo. This time, they decided to explore a different section of the zoo, starting with the reptile exhibit. Emma was a little scared of the snakes and lizards, but she was fascinated by their unique patterns and colors. She learned about different types of snakes, from the venomous to the harmless. After that, they visited the bird section, where Emma saw different species of parrots, eagles, owls, and even penguins. She was amazed by the penguins' ability to swim and waddle on land. She even got to see a baby penguin up close, which made her heart melt. Next, they visited the nocturnal animals section. Emma was excited to see animals that were active at night, such as bats, raccoons, and owls. She learned about how these animals had adapted to survive in the darkness and had different senses than humans to help them navigate. After that, they visited the butterfly house. Emma was amazed by the colorful butterflies that fluttered around her, and she tried to catch them with her net. She even got to see a butterfly emerge from its cocoon, which was a magical experience. As the day went on, Emma and her family stopped by a food truck and got some ice cream. They sat on a bench near the flamingos and enjoyed their sweet treat while watching the birds strut around. Before they left the zoo, Emma's parents surprised her with tickets to a live animal show. They watched as a trainer taught a group of sea lions to do tricks, and Emma laughed as the sea lions balanced balls on their noses and clapped their flippers. She even got to touch a sea lion's whiskers after the show, which was an experience she would never forget. As they walked out of the zoo, Emma was already asking when they could come back again. She was excited to learn more about different animals and see them up close. Emma's parents were happy to see their daughter having so much fun and learning about the world around her. That night, Emma fell asleep dreaming about all the animals she had seen that day, and she couldn't wait to go back to the zoo again soon.